Hello, welcome back to my series on Elite Dangerous. In some of my previous videos I've covered basic trading and fighting against NPC pirates to earn money. I've then went on to show a slightly better trading run using a Cobra to earn more money. Today I'm going to show you one of the other combat areas which I've never really been to myself before, and this is one of the federal distress areas. Now, from what I know, there's a big capital ship that's basically been attacked, and when you go into the area, you have to pick a side in which to fight, and you basically fight other players and AI NPCs in this area once you've picked your side. I'll just show you what I've got at the minute. I've still got my Cobra Mark III. I've been obviously trading for a while to earn quite a bit of money. You can see I've earned 376,000 there, but I've spent a lot more than that on my Cobra. As you can see, I've got 2 class 4 fixed pulse lasers and 2 class 2 fixed railguns. I've also got a heatsink launcher, which is good for obviously doing exactly what it says on the tin. It enables you to cool the ship down rapidly if you start getting problems with heat build-up and stuff like that. I've also got a point defense turret, which shoots down enemy missiles. That, I believe, does that automatically, but I'm not sure. I've tried. You don't appear to be able to assign it to a fire group, so I assume it does that automatically. I've also got military grade composite armor here, which was about 130,000 credits alone, and I've also got the auto field maintenance unit, which will repair subsystems for you if anything gets broken. I will show you how you can do that. You can basically come into your modules. You can see I've got my AFM unit there. If something got destroyed or damaged, you would obviously come into this section and you can basically see, okay, if it was the pulse laser that was damaged, I would select that and then click my fire button once. As you can see, it's then displayed as the power being off, and next to where it says health it says rep. That means it's repairing. It would go off and repair the amount of damage that needed to be repaired, and then once that had done, it would stop and tell you it had repaired. You would then have to click again to stop it repairing, and then click again to then bring that weapon back online. So that's basically how you would use the AFM unit to repair broken things. From what I know, you cannot use it to repair your drive, which I've got highlighted now. So if you get your drive destroyed, which is your main forms of propulsion, you're a bit screwed. I also, to the best of my knowledge, I don't think you can use it to repair your power plant either, but I'm not sure on that. Hopefully I'll find out about that somewhere down the line, but yeah, that's basically the ins and outs of the AFM unit. So yeah, I've got quite a kitted up ship. As you can see, you know, it's quite well upgraded. It's cost a lot of money, but I've waited until I've got what I've wanted. I've never really used the railguns before, so these are quite a new addition. As you can see, they're both all my weapons are fixed now, which I've never really used either. I've used basic fixed pulse lasers, but generally used gimbaled weapons as well. This is the first time I'm using railguns, so we'll see how this goes. So anyway, what we want to do is we want to go to this distress area, which I believe there is one in Iran. There's several of these located in each, well, couple of the systems that we've got here in the list. You've got resource collection sites, which I've already covered in one of my videos, and you've got the distress signals, which I'm going to do now. So okay, we've got Iran targeted, so we're just going to launch. Make sure we've got nothing in our hold, because obviously if we get killed, we don't want to lose all of our cargo as well. That would be extremely silly to go off fighting when we've got a cargo hold full of goods. So we'll just make sure we've got all them off, making sure all our weapons are assigned to the proper fire groups here. So we've got both were pulse lasers on fire group 1 and both were railguns on fire group 2, so that's good. I shall just check to make sure I've got heat sinks stocked as well. Do that by going to the munitions. As you can see, I've used 4 of my heat sinks, so I'll just replenish them. Quickly check that I've got no modules broken or no damage to me hull. No, so we're good to go. Let's launch and go and check this out. I don't know how long I'll survive. I don't claim to be a great pilot. I guess I can sort of hold my own in a fight, but I surely don't claim to be any Han Solo or Boba Fett here, so we shall see how long I last. As you can see, at the moment I've got 4 pips to systems. This is just the basic proportion I do when I'm flying around near the stations, because obviously you've got other players around stations. Some of them like to attack people, some of them like to grief people, so it's just good practice to keep all of your energy going to your shields around the space station. So if you do come under attack, your shields are generally going to take a lot more punishment before you start seeing them lowered and you start taking damage. So at the moment we're just cruising towards Iran, and here we're just clearing the station basically, so now we're going to jump. Right, so we're at Iran, from what I know, the distress signal is at Iran 2, I believe. You can see Iran 6 has got conflict zones as well, which is basically areas where people can go and fight each other. There you can see the federal distress signal, that's where we want to be going, so we're going to lock that up. Get with super cruise into the middle of the blue bar for optimum cruising speed in terms of being able to slow down a lot easier, etc. Excuse me. So yeah, we're just flying towards the federal distress signal now, and we'll see what happens. As I say, I've never really came to these areas to fight before, so I don't really know what's going to happen. I know there's probably going to be a lot of ships flying around attacking each other, so we shall see. Iran 2 there. Can't wait until we're able to do planetary landings, go and land on the planet surfaces. It's going to be part of the DLC, which I've already bought. Coincidentally, I've already bought the expansion pass for all of the DLC, which includes, as I say, planetary landings, being able to get out of your ship, being able to board other people's ships and get into combat on their ship with them, I believe. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to stuff like that. So right, okay, we're here in the distress signal. As you can see, there's lots of ships flying around. As you can see, there's, wow, all kinds of stuff going on here. So I think until you actually pick a side, I don't think anything will attack you. As you can see, all the targets on the radar are yellow, which means that they're neutral. Previously, from my understanding is what I've read on the forums and stuff, to pick your side, you basically just ended up shooting one of the craft, and that's how you basically chose which side you were on. You can see now I can come into this menu, into my UI panel, and say choose faction, and then that gives us the faction who I want to fight for. So I would imagine the minute I select one of them, obviously if I select Federation, I would imagine all the Iranian fighters will then become my enemies. So who to go for? Well, I think I'm going to go for the Federation, so I'm going to highlight them, and sure enough, there you go, every target on my radar has went, and there is a human player who is an enemy, so we're going to try getting into him.
Target shields offline.
Poor guy, poor guy.
Target destroyed.
There you go. Cycling through, so I think, in my opinion, trying to go for the other player control craft would probably be wise rather than going for the AI. So here you go, I've got someone coming up on us now.
Under attack.
Whoa, did he just flew straight into us? You've got to be kidding. I guess we kind of flew into each other there, but now I'm going to finish him off.
Shields offline.
That's him done. Sorry, Commander 4.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, I'm taking massive hits now, so I'm gonna boost away. I think that's some of the other AI ships attacking us. So I'm just thrusting away. As you can see, I've lost the lock of whatever was attacking us there. I'm just giving me shields time to replenish here, so I'm putting all my energy back into my shields. Heat build-up seems okay, we're at 59%, so could do with my shields coming back up a lot quicker though. So I think that's 2 player kills that I've just got there, which is not bad considering it's my first time in this sort of area. I'm just going to increase my radar range here because I'm not really picking up anything. See, there's lots of laser fire going on. Green, I assume anything in green is mine, so let's see if I can find any. There you go, there's another ship there. That's just an AI ship, but it's still enemy, so we're gonna go after that. Slow down a bit. Alright, we're going to have to put some energy back to our weapons here.
Target shields offline. Warning, under attack.
My railgun seemed to have taken his shields offline with one hit there, which is pretty good. Don't know why where this guy's gone. Must be right behind us. There's a problem with the Cobras. They're quite slow in comparison to a Sidewinder. Thankfully, this AI doesn't seem to be too great when I got behind us. See, I'm still dealing him a lot of damage. That's him I gone at.
Target destroyed. Warning, under attack. Target shields offline. Shields offline.
I must be getting hit off of that AI there, so... Right, I'm taking a lot of damage. And the shields are down. I'm down to 40%, so I'm just going to concentrate on getting out of here now, seeing as I've killed a few ships. Get back to the space station, repair myself. Hopefully I'll be able to kill this Sidewinder that's still chasing us.
Shields online.
Put my radar scanner range down so I can see what's going on. I couldn't work out why I couldn't see them when I was close to them, so I forgot to zoom my radar scanner out really high.
Target destroyed.
Right, so that's him done as well. My shields are just hanging in there, so I'm gonna put my energy back to my shields. I know I've locked the target up to go back to the station to get myself repaired. I can see there's one enemy target left here, which is a Sidewinder. At least, in fact, make that two. So I think I might try and go in and get one more kill. Although at 39% hull, it's probably not wise. So I shall be sensible and return back. So we'll just boost away for a little bit, get some distance from us. And engage super cruise once we've deployed. Put our lasers away, put our hard points away, and now we should be able to jump.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Excuse me. So there you go. That's basically a brief look, very quick look at one of the federal distress areas where you can go in and obviously start fighting AI ships and players. It's generally just a combat area. So yeah, I shall get myself prepared and may contemplate coming back. As I'm returning back to the spaceport, obviously, as I said at the start of this video, it's pretty wise to make sure you've got all of your energy going towards your shields. So as you can see, I've got 4 pips on systems in the bottom right. As I say, it's just a good safety precaution in my honest opinion. So this is something I do generally if I'm the minute I start getting shot at, I will put all of my energy towards my shields. The minute I get behind a ship and I'm then returning fire, I'll put all of my energy to my weapons, and obviously if I'm trying to escape, I'll put all of my energy to my engines to enable us to thrust away. We're going to overshoot this because I wasn't paying attention, and I had my speed set at much higher than the middle of the blue bar there on the speed gauge, so thankfully we haven't overshot it by much. So we're here, we're just going to drop out the Super Cruise. Just approach the station. Haven't got any power left to my engines really. I can't charge them enough to boost. Because as I say, I want to leave my energy on my shield, so just wait till we get to 15 kilometers and we should be able to target the station. I can see a ship there just on the left of me, just near where it says point defense. Now it's kind of underneath it, so I'm going to have a look at my contacts. It's not showing up, but there's definitely a ship there. But never mind. So we'll just target the station. As you can see, the entrance is pretty much in front of us, so we'll get a bit closer and then we'll get docking permission. Which you can get at 7,500 meters, I think, which we're at now, so we'll get that.
Request granted.
There doesn't seem to be many ships around, so I'm just gonna take my power and divert it back to normal, so I've got a bit more power to put in my engines to enable us to thrust closer. And now once I've done that, I'm going to put all my power back onto my shields just as a precaution. There's a couple of player ships kicking about, as you can see on the radar. There's at least 3 players kicking about here. So we're getting close. We'll put our landing gear down. And we're down.
Engines disengaged.
So obviously we've taken quite a bit of damage there, so we'll go in, repair ourselves and get ourselves good as new. So there you go. My point defense turret has obviously been shooting at missiles that were getting shot at us, so they obviously just goes to show that they must be automatic, because I haven't got that assigned to a fire group, so it obviously does that itself. Heat sinks need to be replenished, even though I didn't use any. That's down to a bug in the game at the moment, which has been reported by myself and lots of other commanders, so hopefully that bug will be getting fixed. So right, we're coming to repair. You can see I've taken a lot of damage on my modules there. I could probably save myself some money by using my automatic repair thing, which I'll show you now. As you can see there, it says shield generator 90%, so we'll take that offline. You can see it's gone into repair.
Module repaired.
That's repaired, so we'll now stop at repairing, turn it back on, turn it off and start repairing. This is probably going to be cheaper than it's paying to get the stuff repaired. I mean, money's money basically, so if I can use this to heal myself and repair myself, it's obviously going to save us spending money to get these things repaired.
Shields online. Module repaired. Module repaired.
Don't forget to turn these systems back on once you've turned them off and repaired them. I've made that mistake myself, especially on your weapons, which I've done. Realised that you've turned your weapons off, and then I was scratching my head for 30 seconds whilst I was in combat trying to work out why my lasers wouldn't work, and that was why, because I had turned them off for repair and forgot to re-enable them or turn the system back on.
Module
so
repaired. Module repaired.
AFM unit, you can't actually use the automatic field maintenance unit, which is the AFM. You can't use that to repair itself, so I will have to repair that via the menu on the station. It looks like you can only repair one system at a time as well, which is fair enough. Although that is the power plant, and I don't think you can repair the power plant, as I said at the start of the video. No, you can't. So the power plant and the AFM unit, I'm going to have to get repaired myself. You can't fix your drive either, to my knowledge. So yeah, we'll go back in and we'll get that repaired in the menu. Let's save a little bit of money. Because I did use me auto field maintenance unit, i.e. the repaired unit, I will have to buy a charge for that. Once you use it, it kind of has a charge that empties, and then you have to rebuy. You can see there, resupply arm unit. So it costs 1,000 credits to, to replenish that. So probably would have been cheaper for us to get these repaired in the menus actually, but never mind, you live and learn. So yeah, we'll just quickly repair the hull as well, which is nearly 3,000 credits. So we probably made about 1,500 credits off killing the few ships that were there, which probably cost you about 3,000 in damage. So that wasn't a great situation for us, but considering that was the first time I've been to the distress signals, that didn't go too bad. At least I didn't die. So okay, hope you like what you've seen. Thanks for watching. Hope to catch you again soon.